Welcome back. You're still tuned into Markets Today on CNBC-TV18. Let's get to the rest of the stories that we're tracking for you. Well, on to the next headline. Homestay has impacted Goa's hotel business. That's the word coming in from Patanjali Keswani of Lemon Tree Hotels, who says that hotel prices are up by 20% over pre-COVID periods. On the other hand, Devendra Parulkar of Saffron Stays says that homestays have not impacted hotel businesses across cities other than Goa.
November and December is looking fantastic from every perspective, whether it's the wedding season you talked about or general business demand. So I definitely see in H2, we will exceed what H2 was in the last normal year pre-COVID, which was, I think, the occupancy was about 70%, 71%. I think it'll cross that. So that's the good news. And prices, of course, are at least 20% up over pre-COVID. Homestays have affected us in specific markets like Goa. But on an aggregate basis across, we are in 52 cities. They have not really materially moved the needle. But Goa, I can definitely see the impact, not only for us, but for hotels in general.
This is a misnomer that the homestays are eating into the hotel industry's market. I think there's enough and more space for everybody. The demand and the structural changes that have happened in the demand are so positive for the entire industry. And the buoyancy of that demand is so, so heartwarming that I don't think any of the segments should be worried. We've not seen a fantastic November. And we were surprised by that. Post Diwali, we actually saw a small dip. But the month of December has been a surprising packet.
Okay, well, on to the fifth headline today. Then our system zoomed 15% in trade as Blackstone is set to acquire majority stake in the tech and analytics firm for over 2,900 crores. The private equity giant also aims to delist our systems. Reema Tendulkar is here with the fine print.
Thanks so much for that. So Blackstone, the PE firm, has acquired the promoter holding in our systems. The promoters hold about a 52% stake, and that has been acquired by Blackstone, which means that Blackstone is now the promoter of our systems with a 52% stake. But the company Blackstone wants to delist the company, which is why they are making an open offer to acquire the balance 48% stake. That will be done at a base price of 246 rupees. So Blackstone wants to get that 100% stake and delist the company, but the minimum that they require is a 90%. But currently, the stock market, the current market price of our systems is higher than the base price, which has been offered by Blackstone for delisting, which is 246. Now, successful delisting of our system pretty much boils down to one investor, and that is Bhavuk Tripathi. So Bhavuk Tripathi is an investor. He has about a 35.5% stake in the company, plus he has some investments via his portfolio companies. So on the whole, he has about 37% stake out of the 48% that Blackstone wants to acquire, and his holding now stands at 1,200 rupees per share. Perhaps what the market is sussing out that this delisting is not going to be successful at the current price that the promoters want, and the actual discovered price through that whole process will be significantly higher, maybe like we saw in the case of Linde India. Now, our systems is a product engineering company, something similar to, say, a Persistent, but of course much smaller in size. Now, our systems has done well as a stock price. The last 3-year returns, excluding today's gains, right, just till yesterday was about 350%. The 5-year returns till yesterday were 463%. Another, so Blackstone is big on IT in India. They have various, investments in unlisted companies, but in the listed space, they have an investment in Emphasis. But our systems is a much smaller company. It's a product company, while Emphasis is an IT services company. And when we quiz the management that, do you think Blackstone would be interested in perhaps, trying to get some synergies by merging the two, the indication seems that unlikely. But where our systems can benefit perhaps is that they could get business, or they could get orders from many of the Blackstone portfolio companies like Emphasis does. So that could be a synergy play that Blackstone and our systems together can work out.
The rationale is that we have reached a point and we need a big partner who can take care of the company and take us to the next level of its growth and take care of its employees, customers, and partners. Blackstone is a great partner. They are very good, employee-friendly with their other portfolio companies. And that's why we wanted to partner with them.
Okay, so that's our systems, one of the big mid-cap movers today. But sticking with stocks which are making news, Shriram Transport also clocked gains of around 3% after the NCLT approved its amalgamation with Shriram Group. Abhishek Kothari is here with the details on this story. Abhishek.
NCLT has approved the scheme of amalgamation and arrangement between the Shriram Group. So this NCLT order was given to them as of 14th of November. So the company has fixed 30th November 2022 as the record date. This is to determine the fact that how many shares of Shriram Transport Finance will be given to the shareholders of Shriram City Union Finance as well as Shriram Capital. As per the merger terms, we already know that, for every 100 share of Shriram City Union Finance, shareholders will receive about 155 shares of Shriram Transport Finance. Back to you.
Okay, all right, Abhishek. Thanks very much for that. And with that, it's also a wrap on this edition of Markets Today. Thanks very much for watching.